Hello everybody. Hi, this is Raja. Today I'm going to read a few of my poems, some published, some not yet published. Gopal Lahiri and Gayatri, they requested me, so I'm thankful to them for giving me this opportunity. Actually, when I started writing in Bengali, mostly Bengali rhymes. I have a couple of books published of Bengali rhymes, and then my publisher, to specifically mention Kiriti Shengupto, he told me, like, since I have studied English literature, I should try my hand in writing English poetry as well, which I obviously did not take very seriously to begin with. But then I thought, why not? Why not give it a try? And that's how the first book, which came out in the year 2017, that was the first English book that I published, a book of poems titled The Soup Bowl and Other Poems. Pretty unusual title for a book of poems, but I kind of liked the sound of it and I stuck to it. Actually, in the collection, there is a poem called The Soup Bowl, and that's how the book got its name. So I'll read a couple of poems from my first book, The Soup Bowl and Other Poems. My poems are mostly very short, and to cover 10 minutes, to read poems for 10 minutes takes a lot of poems. So I'll try to read the longer ones from the book. The first one is titled Ode to Cancer. Under the barren sky and veiled night, whispers death. Whispers into my ears, caresses my shaky limbs, tired muscles, battle-torn sinews, and cold blood in shadowy veins. I can hear the distant bell from faraway lands, the call of death. I smell raw flesh burning, tongues of fire devouring newborn lives. Steely gaze of faceless eyes taunt and torture my frail frame, ravishes my soul. Hell awaits me on the other side, or heaven, I don't know. And then the soothing touch of angel lips, flitting glance of mercy, and I smile my way unto rusty death, young and spent. I had a very, very close friend whom I lost to cancer in 2016, late 15 or 2016. And this poem kind of is a remembrance of our friendship and the suffering he underwent before he passed away. The second one is called On a Winter Night. The dark despair of the winter night settled on his skin like an old worn blanket and chilled the brittle bones to unknown numbness. Trembling in the eerie silence, his rickety breath struggled for freedom and formed ghostly images in the air. In the corner, the kettle whistled out a sorry goodbye and retired. A lone lizard stuck on the wall watched him with ferocious intensity. He looked for warmth and touch of flesh, love. There was none left. Time takes its toll like a forest fire. Ravaged, he waited for the other side. A cruel winter chill and frost on his lips for company. And a lizard with eyes that saw everything and nothing. This like this is about loneliness. In modern society, I've seen like where I stay, the houses next to ours, a number of old couples, they stay all by themselves. Some have lost their partner and just sitting alone. So this poem is about how you are affected by loneliness and how you tackle it. The next one that I'm going to read uh, is called The Soup Bowl. The soup bowl smacked of happy memories, tiny fragments of green on the ceramic, glistening with remnants of a sticky broth. Sweet smell of corn lingered in the air. A single strand of carrot, missed by the spoon, lay smug on the plate underneath, warm steel. Beyond the polished glass, his face pressed tight against the shine, he tried to remember his last meal. Age has dulled his memory or hunger, he could not tell. This, for the subject, I guess it's known to everybody. A large number of our population and the world population goes without a square meal, and this has been a problem for long. So this poem is kind of trying to focus on that problem. The next one that I'm going to read, this is basically, I used to know a couple. The lady had some emotional bad emotional experience, some traumatic experience, and uh, kind of lost her mind, was under psychiatric treatment for a long time. And the husband used to talk to her, to treat her as if she was normal. And that kind of made me think like, what is the strength of true love? Like this man trying to bring his beloved out of the subconscious state and bring back normalcy in her life. This is titled as Memoirs of a Muddled Mind. Hammer and chisel in hand, I etch out words from everyday moments, rinse them with memories and pent them in dreams. I take them one by one, put them on your lap, hoping someday the fog will clear. And in your moments of clarity, you will see the picture of a man and a woman in embrace and say, wish they were us. Until then, I keep making words for you. After the soup bowl, I published one more book of poems. It's called Whispers in the Wind. So I'll read a few poems from here as well. Let me begin with uh, Whispers in the Wind. That's a poem in the collection as well. And so she said, one autumn evening, as the trees were shedding and the wind played truant, come, lie next to me. Let your warmth be my skin. Let my soul touch yours forever. Let my eyes speak to you of a love that words failed. And so she said, one autumn evening, as the last spark of a dying fire sighed and went out. The next one is called The Clothesline. When a person passes away, his memories, his artifacts remain. So this is about the man's shirt. A motley collection of shirts and trousers left hanging on the clothesline, waiting for the sun and a favorable wind to dry up. Morose and sagging with the wet of dead skin, shedding tears. Threads carrying memories of a man who walked into a night and forgot to see the sunrise. And I'll conclude the session with the last poem, which is a small one. This is called Life by the Rivers. A golden glow silently merged with the twilight darkened river. the last boat, hurrying home, rode the impatient waves. A silent pair of eyes searched the darkness for a familiar splash of homecoming against the black waters. Pangs of unanswered prayers the banks knew too well. Thank you.
Well, hello there. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video on our Brown Critic channel. We'd really appreciate and really love it if you watched all our other videos and liked them. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Stay well, take care of yourself, and until the next time, bye for now.